All right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Rep your city, rep your city. Everybody on Facebook. I am representing Chicago, Illinois. Everybody on Kick. Everybody on Twitch. Everybody on YouTube. And my other Facebook account, I am representing Chicago, Illinois. I promise you to everybody on Kick and Twitch, I will be over there soon to have a little fun over there on Twitch and on Kick. I'll come and troll the trolls, huh? I can troll. I know how to troll. I just don't do it. We got the beautiful Alexis here representing Indianapolis. Hey, cutie pie. I looked at Alexis. I looked at a picture. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you was. I didn't know you was carrying. I didn't know you was doing that." Much respect to everybody in Alabama. I'm like, "Oh, she fine as hell. What the hell? What the helly? What's going on, everybody? Oh, okay. Miami-Dade in the building. Good to see you. San Jose is in the building. Yeah, Alexis. I wouldn't have survived on this internet when I was younger. Baltimore's in the building. What's up, Craig? I hope you're doing well. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, you fine as wine. Okay, this conversation is a little strange, but I'm going to have it anyway. It's a little strange. And I'm going to talk about what people think about you. That's a big thing in this society. You know that? How's PJ doing? I haven't talked to PJ in a long time. I don't know how he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. I should have tried to go see what he was doing out of spring break. I'll get him when summer break comes. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, but I'll go see him probably. I definitely have to go check him out this summer if he's not going to camp or whatever. I had to leave him alone for a little while because he was creating two different personalities. So he was creating a positive personality with me and then go back with his mom and then start acting a fool and then back with me. His father's not an option. His father don't live in Illinois. So that's not an option. And so, I told his mother, you got to stand on his neck. Listen, let me tell you something before we even get started. We could talk about that. Ladies, let me tell you something. You got a baby by a dude. Y'all break up for whatever reason. For whatever reason, y'all break up. You got the baby. He could be live far away or he could be a deadbeat or whatever. Let me tell you something. That's got nothing to do with nothing. You understand me, ladies? Let me tell you something. That's not good to talk about in front of the child. And that's water under the bridge. Okay, ladies? You got to put your big girl panties on and you got to raise that baby. Period. Okay? Period. You got to put your big girl panties on, and you got to raise that baby. You understand, ladies? Period. I got a lot of grandchildren and a lot of step grandchildren. A lot. This is, I got so many grandchildren. Some of them is grown. My grandchildren ain't even children. Hey, Robert, I don't really, I don't really have, PJ is my only grandchild. Well, my granddaughter, but she a big girl. She a little woman, so she ain't no child either. With her grown ass. Yeah, I don't have any more grandchildren. They all grown. Or think they grown. PJ is the last one like that. I got another one younger than him though. I got another grandson. No, I got another grandson younger than PJ. But they live far away. They live far. Yeah, they live far. They live in another state. Yeah, they live far. His mother got two other grandchildren by me, but they both grown. So she got grown kids and then the little one. So what somebody else asked me about the space? No, I don't know what's that. No, I don't watching that. Somebody got some more questions while people coming in there? I'll ask a couple questions and then we'll get to the conversation. You got any other questions? Yeah, but back to the ladies. Listen, I know people gonna come and say that dad gotta help too. You're right. Ladies, if you got a baby and you're raising it by yourself, you're right. You're right. The father supposed to help too. But the fact of the matter is he's not. So you gotta function from that point of view. You can't be functional on what should happen. You, every day your child's getting another age older. You gotta deal with what life gives you. And you gotta function on the child by yourself. Now, if you get too miserable about that, it's gonna affect your child. It's gonna affect your parenting. It's gonna mess your parenting up. And you don't get no do-overs. They only 4 once. They only 5 once. They only 6 once. They only 7 once. So, ladies, you got to focus and raise it. And don't be complaining about their daddy in front of them because now you're putting some trauma on the baby. That the baby didn't make you sleep with their daddy. You did that. You did that. You slept with that baby daddy. So why you keep telling the baby about the daddy? In most cases, your mama told you don't mess with him, and you ain't listen to your own mama. So why would you want your baby to listen to you about some mistake you made? If the daddy ain't no good, you the one slept with him. So what you telling the baby for? Your daddy ain't this and your daddy ain't that. And the baby can't say, "Mama, you ain't nothing either," because you was with daddy. If daddy ain't got no class, what that make you? That make you a classless bust down, mommy. But see, the baby can't tell you like Big Pharaoh can tell you. Although y'all ladies constantly criticize these men, but y'all be picking them. I don't really. Men too. You picked a woman. Then she ain't no good. You talk about these women ain't this. Bro, you picked them. You picked them. You picked her. Now you ain't got to marry. You don't got to get married till you get ready to get married. You don't got to get married. If I get with a woman, she get pregnant, have a baby, as long as that's my woman and we still together, we don't got to rush marriage. We don't got to rush marriage. I had some women, they some of their character, I didn't really like, but I picked them like that. Who fault is that? How's it her fault I picked her? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I don't have no problem. I get with a woman and it's little off. She got a little issue. I don't have a problem. If I was that serious, I would have married Jesus' mama. Yeah, I would have married Mary. I don't want to marry. She was a regular, and then she's doing regular woman stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's not the Virgin Mary. So that's what you get in Cracker Jack. So hey man, I take it how it come. Whatever come with it, that's what come with it. And that's that. And that kind of fits in this conversation because I'm trying to tell y'all there's only really one thing that matters. One. There is only one thing that matters in your life. And that's that you got a life. Did my daddy give me game when I was growing up? My daddy, what kind of game on what kind of about women? No. Back in then they didn't talk like that. They didn't you a child, you stay in the child's place. So my daddy never discussed nothing about no women. Because he married to my mama. So he probably would feel that'd be disrespectful. He didn't tell me nothing. You got to figure it out on your own. My daddy taught me how to drive a car. I was driving a Cadillac at about 13. My daddy showed me how to cut the bushes so that I don't cut the cord and electrocute myself. My daddy showed me how to cut the grass, stuff like that. Told me about people out in the streets, how to be careful, stuff like that. Typically, most of daddy's talking come from the child. Most of my daddy's talking, I was responsible for it. Daddy, why birds be flying? Boy, that's what they do. They fly. Except chickens. Chickens just run around. So most of your talking come from your questions. You know what I'm saying? Basically, if y'all raise some real children, most of the talking my daddy was doing is because I had a whole bunch of questions. So he was doing more answering than anything in life. Because I was an asking ass little boy. That's how I learned a lot. Because I used to be asking. One time, I said, I was little. Man, I was a little boy. I probably was in the first grade or second grade. And that's when I learned, don't be asking my daddy stuff. So I said, Daddy, where do babies come from? I should have never asked Randolph nothing. Do you know my daddy went and got a big old medical book? Because back then, black folks had books in the house, in the dining room. Because they was real serious about education, and some of them didn't get to go to the best schools ever. So they had books. Back in those days, you had to have encyclopedias in the house. A lot of people, if you had a good family and a good house, back in the 60s, 70s, if you had good parents, you had encyclopedias in the house because you always had to do homework. And they don't be wanting to take you to the library all the time. But they had a medical book. And I said, Daddy, where do babies come from? My daddy went and got the medical book. It was white. It was about this thick with the clear see-through pages. So like when you go to the body, you see the whole body, and as you open it, it shows different parts of the body. I'm a little boy. I'm little. I got to be in like second grade. I'm little. My daddy went and got a medical by a dictionary or whatever it was, about that thick. And he opened it up. And it was a lady, and her stomach was big. He said, see, the baby's in there. He said, so what happened is you get the girl, and you know your little wee-wee thing, right? And you take your little wee-wee and you put it in here, right here, this part. And then some stuff gonna come out, and then she gonna get pregnant, and then she gonna have a little bitty baby, and it's gonna grow in her stomach. And my daddy showed me the baby growing in the stomach. He told me the sex and everything. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Right? I'll tell you. I don't know what he's talking about. You can't ask, you couldn't ask, that's probably why I know so much. Because you can't ask my daddy nothing. Don't ask him. Don't ask him nothing. I asked him where babies come from, and he told me the whole thing. From the sex, then he showed me the baby, then he showed me the baby coming out. I was all messed up. I was all messed up. My daddy, if I said, Daddy, how much you make at work? He go get the check. See, that's last week. See, 700. See, I made eight. I made 850. See, I only got 7. See, the government took that. He was the realest ever. He would get his check and showed it to me. I swear to God, if I ask my daddy how much money he made, he'll go get his check and show me the deductions and everything. And I could be like 7. So he showed me the whole baby born and everything. I was the only one knew about sex and having a baby. All the other kids, they said the stork. They thought the stork bring the baby. I was the only one didn't believe a stork bring a baby. Because that they told all the kids my age. That's why I was a little boy, because all the kids believed the stork bring the baby. Yeah. Now my daddy said you put your wee-wee in there. And my mama was notorious for saying, Randolph, them kids don't know what you talk about. Them little niggas down in the project know. That's what he used to say. That's what he used to say. Oh, they get on my bus, they know everything because he's a bus driver. He's a bus driver. So he said, my mom was, one day my daddy was telling us how to take the bus downtown by itself, all the way from 116. My mom said, them kids don't know how to take no bus to go downtown. Like, them little niggas from the project know. They hop on my bus. They go downtown. They get everything their mama told them to get. And when I'm on my route back, they get back on my bus and they go back down the projects and they have everything their mama told them to get. My mama used to have to shut up with him. Because my dad was like, he knew he was picking up little kids that could ride all over the city. He wanted to make sure that I could keep up with the other kids out there. He like, listen, them kids out there know stuff, Bessie. You need to know. I'm telling you. They get on my bus 5, 6 years old and ride downtown and ride back 7 years old, 8 years old on the bus by themselves. Go get what their mama told them to get and ride back home. Real talk. So you can't ask my daddy nothing. You can't ask my daddy nothing, boy. You asking me to tell you the whole demo. Yeah, he doing the whole demo. They're going to tell you everything. I ain't really ask my mama too much stuff. I'd always ask him. You know, it was my mother, my father, me, and my sister. I wasn't comfortable with my mama like that. I was comfortable with my daddy. My sister was comfortable with my mama. It's a nature thing. My mama, she didn't represent being comfortable and learning nothing. My mama represent taking me somewhere and buying me something. That's what mommy finna buy me some shit. You know what I'm saying? So mommy got a whole nother mommy is a whole nother person in my life. Mommy is to go get stuff. Daddy not going to get nothing. Yeah, daddy not buying no clothes or nothing. He ain't doing. He don't even buy his clothes. My mom buy his clothes and our clothes. Daddy not taking you to the store. Now you could go to the store with him and ask for something because he going, but he not taking you to no store. He don't do that. They had toxic masculinity. That's where I got it from. Them men's was men's. They don't do no girly stuff. They cut grass and chop down trees, and build fences. You know what I'm saying? They change tires on cars and put gas in cars. You know, my mother never put no gas in her car her whole life. My mother never been to the gas station for gas. Never. Her whole life. My mother never been to the gas station. My mama never did no yard work. My mother was never outside in the yard. Never. Now, my daddy used to cook, but he didn't cook like my mama cooked. My mama cooked a bunch of food. When my daddy cooked, it was like a show or something. Like he tried to show you the best cook in the whole damn world. Mommy just cooked, but not daddy. Daddy like, yeah, eat sausages, watch this. And see, then you put this on it. See, this is what you got to put on it. You know? So my mama just cooked. My daddy have a whole cooking show. And when he cooked, it's a big deal. He make a big deal out of it. My mama cook and give you your food and then you eat. My daddy cook and sit it down there and watch, taste it, watch, taste it. Good, ain't it? Good, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between a man and a woman. Don't let them tell you men don't cook. Oh, men cook, but they don't cook like ladies. No, when men cook, it's a big old deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big old deal when men cook. It's a whole stop everything. It's like a TV show. I had a great mother and father. They was great. They was good. I was lucky. I was fortunate. But then not really. Everybody had that when I grew up. I feel sorry for the younger. When I grew up, everybody had a mom and a daddy. Now, nobody I know didn't have a mom and a daddy. Imagine that. Everybody had two parents. There was no single parents until like my cousin generation. My cousin like 7 years younger than me. That's when that started. A lot of cheating, babies outside of wedlock and all of that. But my parents born in the 30s. There's some people born in the 40s start doing all that weird shit. But them ones born in the 30s, they went by the book. They wasn't doing all that. So when I grew up, you had a whole bunch of daddies. Every man on the block was your backup daddy. And every woman on the block was your backup mama on everything. That's why we turned out so decent. Everybody on the block is your parent on my soul. Act up and let Miss Wheels catch you out there. Michael, what is you doing? Bessie, do Bessie know you out here acting like that? And sometimes she'll grab you and take you to your mom. Bessie, hey girl. You know, no matter how mad she is you, they always start out. She's down there, wait, I'll take your mom. Wait till your mama comes. She ring doorbell, your mama comes. And Miss Wheels mad. Miss Wheels turned to a whole other lady. Hey girl, what you been doing? Good to see you. Now back to Michael. He out here acting a fool. Then your mother like, he what? Boy, get in this house. It wasn't none of that. Wasn't none of that. Oh, you getting a break and all that shit. Your mama like, he doing what? Get in this house. Thanks, girl. Thanks. Okay. Thanks. Tell Amos I said hi. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this boy. He done got on my last nerve. And she can't wait to close that door. She closed that door, it's going down. And one thing is, you not going back outside. She might not spank you. She might do something worse than spank you if you're a little boy. So if you're a little bad boy, ride bikes, throw rocks, play in the dirt and all that, she do something worse than the spanking. She tell you, go up there and take all them dirty cloths off and run some bath water and get your dirty ass in the bathtub. So you be bad. I want to go back outside. No, you ain't going back outside. She make you go take a bath. I'd rather have a spanking. I'd rather get a spanking and go back outside. I swear to God, I'd rather get a spanking and go back outside. I don't want to go take a bath. Yeah, you was born in 79. In 79, yeah, we kind of did y'all the same way. Yeah, you didn't really get no breaks, White Flame. You ain't really getting no breaks because you had to do it because your parents, if they don't do right, their parents gonna cuss their ass out. So you had you had the same thing we had. You had more than one parent because grandpa nah, but granny is a problem. So yeah, we had three parents really. My mom, my daddy, and granny. They said, hey, when I was bad, and my grandmama would call, checking on my mama, her daughter, and I had a bad day, and she called my mama. Hey, Bessie, what you doing? Holler at this fool. What he done? Up there at that school acting a fool, and teacher had to call me. They want to throw his ass out of there. Put him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. You know, they put you on the phone. My grandmama, what is you doing? Because you done upset your grandmama's daughter. See, it's a whole thing with that. You done pissed off her daughter. So she mad twice. You acting a fool, and you got her baby mad. See, it ain't about you. It's about my mama. It's her baby, and you ain't doing what her baby told you to do. Oh, that's how that vibe went. You disrespecting granny baby. So I said, you don't want me to come down there and get you. She ain't playing either. And yeah. And then granny go off on you, go sit your ass down somewhere. Do you hear me? You got to say, yes, ma'am. Yes, what? Yes, ma'am. All that. Now, look at you now. Now you don't know how to talk, huh? Now you're dumb, huh? You up at that school running your mouth. Don't get quiet now, boy. You know what I'm saying? It was rough, 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 rough. I ain't lying. Clara Sue not going. Clara Sue, man, they don't know, do they, Slim? They don't know nothing about Clara Sue. Just when you say that name, you already know. They're not going. Now you can't say yeah. You got to say yes. And the daddies and the granddaddies, they only say something every now and then, but it don't be cool. If I'm acting a fool and my mama take me, you know, if I take my son around my daddy and my son been acting up, and I'm telling my mama, yeah, he been acting up and all that. My dad like, I don't know what the hell you bring him over here for. I ain't gonna do nothing but stomp a mud hole in his ass. We don't sit down over here. You know what I'm saying? They used to scare the hell out the kids. That's why all our kids is good. I used to take my kids and give them to my daddy every Sunday morning and make them take them to church. And then I knew they would be quiet in class because church is where we learn how to sit still. In church, you have to know how to sit still. So I let my daddy help me with that. Take this boy, take him to church. Take them to church. Because if they never have to sit still, how they gonna go to school and sit still? Church is where you practice at. You better not say nothing, and you better not be wiggling or nothing. It's like the military, and they don't want to holler at you in front of all the parishioners. So that's why they give you the mean look, snatch you up, sit your ass on you. Got me in here cussing in the Lord's house. Sit up, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. There wasn't no such thing as integration. I keep telling y'all stop reading them stupid ass books. There wasn't no such thing as no damn integration. Integration, no such thing as integration. The TV got y'all believing stuff that ain't real. Integration is in a little ass place that ain't got no money and ain't got no schools. Integration was not real. That's TV. There was no integration in Detroit, in Chicago, none of them places. There was no such thing as integration. That's a fact. Didn't exist. That's TV stuff. That's TV. That's make believe, okay? This is my kindergarten class. Show me integration. Show me some integration. This is my kindergarten. This might have been first grade when I think about it. This might have been first. This might not even be my kindergarten because I keep looking how big I am. But it might have been kindergarten because I was real tall. Either way, show me integration. Y'all see integration? That's like backwoods somewhere. They ain't hardly got no school. Ain't no integration in no damn Chicago. Ain't no integration. It ain't even no integrated neighborhoods in Chicago. The whole neighborhood black. So let's get into this conversation today. This conversation is what people say about you. What people say about you is a crazy situation. And like it affects everything. It affects your marriage, your relationships, everything. Most people, the way they function, they only getting a lot of times when they get with their mate, it do be love. Don't get me wrong. You know, it be love. You like her, she like you get together. But in some cases, people trying to get together with somebody to make them look better. They're not really with you based on you. They with you based on how somebody else look at you, especially the women, the females. I ain't trying to out the ladies, but a lot of times when you with the lady, she ain't really with you 100% just because she like you. She with you the way you make her look when she goes somewhere with you. I ain't lying. That's one reason so many relationships is failing. Because a lot of these women, they into it for the aesthetics. They like seriously. And the men are getting like that too. They with her because she built a certain kind of way and dressed a certain kind of way. And when he go out with her, oh, everybody looking at her. He not really with her because of her. That's the new thing. These people, they with people based on what you make them look like, what they gonna say about you in the relationship. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. These people nowadays, nothing they really do for themselves. Their car is not for them. Their relationship is not for them. Their house is not for them. The way they dress is not for them. Everything they doing is for somebody else. What somebody else gonna say about them. That's a fact. Is most people have never lived their life. Most people don't never really get to live their life. Just be them. They gotta be what everybody want them to be. Seriously. So you a man, you meet a woman, she attractive to you. You start talking to her a little bit. You find out you gotta like her, and you don't never really focus that you like her. You just meet her. You go by and visit her on Thursday. Then you go see her again Friday. Then you go see her Saturday. So next thing you know, you seeing her every day. You're not even thinking about it. It's just natural. But a lot of times, is when you meet a woman, the first thing they do, they start taking you around all these people. I hate that shit. And they looking for validation. They like showing what they got off. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. And I've been with women and they was kind of mad at me because I didn't do the same thing they did. Like when I get a woman, I don't just take them to my mama house and just take them. It'd be a long time before they meet my parents. I don't just take no new person I'm dating or with. I don't take them to meet my mama and daddy. I ain't even thinking that way. I'm not even thinking about my mom and daddy. I'm just trying to see you every day. It would never cross my mind that I'm finna take my mom. Like what they got to do. Like I don't even understand what that for what. I don't understand the purpose of that. I'm dating you. We've been dating 2 or 3 months, 4 months. I don't understand the purpose of you meeting my parents. We don't even listen. A relationship ain't even solid until 5 years. I don't know if y'all know that or not. A relationship ain't solid till like 5 years. 1 year is still new. 2 years, 3 years. That ain't solid like that. That thing don't be solid till like somewhere between 4 and 5 years before you standing on something. Even with a baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like Mm, my personal thing, mm, personally, I never seen a lot of lies or nothing like that. So I don't know. Maybe that's I don't know. In relationships I've been in, I never seen a lot of lies or nothing like that. I never seen like I never seen a situation where nobody had have to lie. I don't know what you would lie about when you meet somebody. So that I don't understand that part. Like, like what would you lie about? But you just for one, the relationship can't get solid until you at least live together at least 24 months. So you might not even necessarily live together, even though you're spending a lot of time at each other's place, but you ain't necessarily living together for a while. And you really never know a person till you live with them. But there's a lot of, you meet a girl, a woman, young woman, you start dating her, she start liking you, and she start taking you in front of all these people. It's very uncomfortable. So she started taking you in front of all these people for them to see you. But your relationship is brand new. So you like, what are we, I don't even know you. Why I gotta meet your mama and all them and your sisters and all them. So it's always uncomfortable because it's like being on an auction block or something. It's like they trying to show you the people. It's very uncomfortable. Like, look, this my man now. Look at my man I got. That's what it feels like. It's very uncomfortable. And it's all done for people to say something about her. Yeah, she with a man now, yeah, and talk about him. So now you got to be a certain kind of way because she want them to brag about you. You see what I'm saying? She need people to say positive things about her because of you. So this why a lot of times the relationship don't work because a woman to get with a man because of his car or he wearing a lot of fancy clothes, and then when they take him and introduce her to her families and friends, they gonna say, "Girl, yeah," because she looking. It make people say something about her that she with him. She got a man. Oh, he got a nice car. He dressed real nice. He got some nice jewelry, right? So it's all about what people are gonna say about her from being with you, and the better things they say about you comes off better for her. It's a win for her because it reflects what she got. You like a piece of property. And however fly you are and what you got, that makes her look. That's why they like you to have a nice car. Because what it validate them that they riding in a car with a guy that got a Benz or Rolls or whatever. It has nothing to do with liking you. It has nothing to do with anything other than what people say about her. Then the men get caught up into that because now it's talking about today, right? So it's talking about what's going on today, right? So once it's about talking about what's going on with you today and what you got going on, then that's what a lot of stuff is built off of. A lot of stuff is built off of somebody looking at you and judging you based off of what you got going on. It's the world we live in. As grown as men like this with this person, I am everything. All he do is just watch me all day. Weird, like weirdos. And try to figure out what he got to say about me. So I'm really glad he came over. He proved my point. And he lives in a world where it's based on what he say about me. I don't even know him for a can of paint. A grown ass man that's trying to regulate me and watching me and trying to put me in a category. And he grown as hell. So it's perfect that you came over here, weirdo, because you proving my point. At what point does my life have to be validated by you? That's the part I don't understand. Why do you want me to why do I have to validate myself to you and be according to what you think I should be? I don't even know you. But this person come in the chat and got an idea on what I'm supposed to be based on what they gonna say about me on the internet. Sad, like a sickness. So that was perfect that your lame ass came over here. Here's another. The internet is perfect for that because you got a lot of, especially men, they watch men and then they determine if they're going to validate you. So they try to put value in a man. They'll watch a man on social media and try to put value in the man that they watching and want the man to care about what they say about him. Grown ass men. Grown ass men got opinion about another man they don't know and pushing an opinion about a man they don't even know. That's perfect. I had a dude say something about the way I groom. A grown ass man wants me to cut my beard and my stuff the way he won't like it. I swear to God. Like I am everything. People, you be wondering what's really up with them. What type of mental illness is that? Like what type of mental illness you got to be paying attention to somebody that closely like that and setting your standards on somebody else? That's absolutely crazy. And it's worse on the internet because they could do it from a long way. They could be an alias or whatever. So on the internet, it's even more ridiculous because they ain't even got to be no gangster. They ain't even got to be nobody. They could be scary, and they could say all kinds of stuff that they know they can't do in real life. And then worrying about how you looking and they ain't paying no attention how they looking, acting like a goofy on the internet. What you looking like? Like what? Well, you need to get a life. Somebody came over here and said, "What you crying about today?" Watching me. Somebody to subscribe. You can't make this stuff up. It's somebody watching me talk about what I'm crying about today, and they watching me like I don't know. I don't know why they watching me like that. Why is you watching me like that? Basically, like I can't stand you. I don't approve of you, and I'm watching you every day. I'm watching every day something I can't stand. I can't approve. Every day I'm watching. I don't like you, and I'm watching you every day to just remind myself how much I don't like how you live in your life and what you saying and how you saying it. I don't like it. That's everything, including a loser. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave that part. Yeah, you was definitely everything, but you only using the bad stuff. Because I can't understand it. Because I would never watch you for 2 seconds. or give a damn anything about you whatsoever. Definitely wouldn't make no comment on it. What the hell? But I appreciate you watching because I get paid every time you click it when the commercial come on. So I ain't gonna block you because I know what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing? I get paid for you watching me. You ain't getting nothing watching me. But that's fine. You might as well come and enjoy it and get something out of it. Why you don't get something out? Why don't you learn something? So this whole world is weird because it's based off nobody being themselves. You can't be yourself. You gotta be what everybody else wants you to be. Your house, it gotta be the way the neighbors like it. Yeah. Your car. Your car gotta be the way everybody else like it. It can't be the car the way you like it. And for you to like it, you gotta like it. You gotta make yourself like it to be liked. So to be liked, you have you know what I'm saying? I swear to God, it's weird. It affects relationships and everything because the relationships be phony because the relationships is based on what everybody else think about the relationship. The house is based on everybody else, what they think about your house. Your car is based on what everybody else think about your car. The way you dressed is based on what everybody else think about it. You can't do your own thing. You gotta everything we do has gotta get approval. It's the craziest thing ever. And I'm real good with psychology, so I talk to a lot of be around a lot of people that's miserable. But they pretend they ain't never tell you they miserable, but they're miserable. They don't like their lives at all. They feel like social slaves. They don't be free. This is how they trap you into these jobs. And you work till you're 65 every day at the same place, year in and year out. Why? Because you got to look a certain kind of way. You got to fit in with society. I had somebody ask me, say, how much money you got? I said, what? I said, how much money you got? And they was basically saying, I need to have the amount of money that they approve of, basically. It was weird. They wanted me they wanted to validate me. They wanted me to tell them a certain amount of money for them to validate me. Now, I don't know how much I would have had to say. Uh, I don't know how much I would have had to say I had to make them happy. I'm thinking, well, how much I need to get your approval. You know what I'm saying? I was confused as hell. It was like, how much money you got? I was like, well, what's the standard? You know what I'm saying? What's the standard? How much I need? I'm trying to change my life around. Here you come with that nonsense. Well, how much you got? That's why they be getting robbed and their houses broke into. Hey, you got the big watch on. Say, I live in so and so. I got four of these back at the house, just sitting there. That's what I mean. They don't even know what they be saying. Please come rob me, basically. You know what I'm saying? He asked me how much money I got. I said, what the hell? I said, what? I said, bro, I'm on social media. I'm broke. I don't have no money. Okay. Let's get that part straight to all the viewers. I don't have nothing. The hell? I'm like, where do these people come from? What the hell? Boy, I don't have no money. What? When I have money, I don't have none. I don't have no, I never, what? That's crazy as hell. Boy, I don't have no money. I don't go outside looking like I got no money. I don't know if y'all know it's 2026. What year y'all think this is? I don't wear no nice, I don't even wear silver I don't wear nothing when I go outside. I don't want nobody looking at me. I don't want no attention. I don't want no attention because it don't ever be no good attention. Uh-uh. Well, you don't get to be 68 if you ain't careful. I almost didn't make it. Yeah, I almost didn't make it to 40, to 30. I almost didn't make it to 35. So you can play if you want to. I mean, I just don't want nobody looking at me. I'm not into impressing. And so if I got a job, I'm into looking professional, but I'm not into impressing. Those are two different things. I'm into looking professional. I'm fine with that. But I don't be wanting to impress nobody because it's too uncomfortable for me. It's too uncomfortable to try to be what everybody else want me to be for all my life. To me, it's too uncomfortable. My whole life, I'm just walking around trying to impress people. I don't never get to be me and just do me. I gotta constantly impress somebody. I mean, I don't. When it comes to clothes, I don't wear no particular type of clothes. I wear whatever I like. So if I go to a store and I see some high end pants or something and I like them, I'll buy them. If I go to the store and I see anything that I like, I'll buy it. I don't care where it's at. I just buy what I like. I don't get to wear a lot of high end clothes because I don't like nobody's name on me. I don't want all that on me. But if you got a shirt and you ain't got your name all on it, I'll buy it. But I'm not a slave. I don't want you branding me. See, they call it brand. Well, that's what they brand horses. They brand slaves. I don't want your name on me. Period. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you're supposed to be. I don't want your name on my shoes. I don't want your name on me because you ain't nobody to me. So I don't care if you Ralph Lauren. I'll buy your suit, but it got to be an inside. I don't want Ralph Lauren. I don't want that outside. I had a queen want to spend some money on me, so she took me to the fashion mall and got mad because I didn't buy nothing. But everything had their name on it. I'm not wearing that. But in their world, if you wear that and everybody can see, you making an impression. So they not wearing it because they like it. They wearing it so somebody can say, oh, that's Gucci. And now you somebody because you got on Gucci's name. And if you got on Gucci's name, that's going to alter what people say about you. So you put on Gucci's name so people will say good things about you. because you got on Gucci's name or Louis Vuitton name. That's the whole sick psychology behind it. You understand? But when it comes to dressing, because I used to be a model growing up, that shit not fly. This is fly. No name, no nothing. Just your shit just crisp. And if that shit don't say Pharaoh, it's whack. And if the real player life, when you talk about really high-end fashion, if your name ain't wrote in it, it's trash. The only thing can be wrote on this tie is Pharaoh. That's it. I'll wear that. I'll wear a tie pin and say Pharaoh. But I don't know Louis Vuitton. I'm not wearing dude. I don't like dude like that. But the point I'm making is I wouldn't be wearing Louis Vuitton to promote Louis Vuitton. That's not why they're wearing it. They are wearing Louis Vuitton. They're wearing Gucci to impress somebody else, to make somebody else say something about them based on how much they think it costs. So they're not even wearing it because they want to wear it or they like it. They're wearing it so somebody would be impressed with them. About to make somebody say something about them. That's why they're wearing it. It has nothing to do with it being designer. It has everything to do with the psychology of people saying something good about them. That's it. It's as simple. That's all it's for. So I didn't really do well. I don't do well in the fashion world or like that because I don't want nobody saying nothing about me. So I didn't fit in. I don't want you saying nothing about my car. So I don't fit in. Like if I go buy a Lamborghini, I don't want you to say nothing. Don't say nothing to me about the car. I don't like that. I don't like it. I never have. I don't like people speaking on my stuff. I didn't buy it for you. So I don't give a damn what you think about it. I don't give a damn what you think about it because I didn't buy this for you. I did not buy this for you. I didn't buy. No. I don't want your invalidate. I don't want your validation. And I watch people get validation. They 20, they 30, they 40, they 50, they 60, they 70. They in the grade. They're in the grade. Validation, and they in the grade. Validation, in the grade. And that should be tacky. It do not look good. Period. Them cars don't be looking good. Them cars be looking like junk. The only reason they think the car nice, because the system told them this is a nice car. But when you look at the car is not that. If 18 out of 20 of your best cars don't look like shit. Them cars don't look like that. Them cars ain't that. What they be, them high-end vehicles, them things is trash. They don't look like nothing. The materials ain't nothing. It look like straight garbage. That's why so many people, when they really get money, they drive antiques. Them antiques look way better than that new. That new shit look like trash. If you take the brand new Cadillac right now, and you take an immaculate, 1977 Cadillac, I guarantee you, if you take a new Range Rover and put it against a Range Rover 30 years ago. It ain't no competition. That new Range Rover is trash. It looked like a prefabricated house. Looked like prefab. It looked like garbage. Basically, all that stuff they be selling. Like I went to the jeweler to try to see if he could start making a design to see if he could make me some jewelry. And he kept talking about all these crushed diamonds. I said, I don't want no diamonds in it. And he kept bringing it up. I said, I don't want no diamonds in this shit. I just want metal. And he ain't understand. I said, I just want metal. He ain't understand. Because now they only like what everybody else like. They don't know what they like. They don't know what they like. They only like what the system tell them they like. And if they look deep into themselves, they only like the fact somebody else like them. You understand? When I wore a tailor-made suit, was this a flex? No. When I wore tailor-made suits, it was custom. It was for me. That's why tailor-made. Tailor-made me made for you. It was something you liked. You designed it the way you liked it. Nobody designed it. And you had to like somebody else's design. It's tailor-made. It's what you like. The average person didn't even know what it was. So it wasn't no way you could wear them out and everybody thought, that's what you're saying? Like if you wore it out, everybody thought you was doing something? No, because most people didn't know what the hell it was. It wasn't no flex. It wasn't like, oh man, because only people that bought them knew what it was. Regular people didn't know what the hell that was. Regular people didn't know what that was. That was a personal, that tailor-made was a personal buying for yourself. It had nothing to do with nobody else liking nothing. You get something made that you like, period. You don't go get nothing that everybody like. That's why it's tailor-made, because I'm not making mine like you wear yours, like y'all is today. Cookie cutter. Oh, I want one of them. I want one of them. So no, it wasn't no flex. It was a self. You did this for yourself. You designed this yourself. You see what I'm saying, Anthony? You designed it yourself the way you like it for you. You don't give a damn who else. You never get a design. You never get a tailor-made suit design and say, man, they gonna love this. No. You get it made like, I can't wait. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Well, I don't never remember getting that for somebody thinking what somebody gonna say when they see me. And I got it thinking how I'm gonna feel when I got it on. Nah, it wasn't no flex. Even the flex didn't even exist back then. So y'all using a term, when y'all say it's a flex, that's a new term based on the new weird society. We ain't had no such thing as flex, stunting. We ain't had none of that shit. We ain't had no flex. A flex is somebody else. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Lyndon, I'm trying to tell you. The only person that you cared about liked it was you. That's it. You don't care nothing about nobody else like that. You don't buy that for nobody to go, ooh, No, you buy it for you to say, ooh, yo, that's what you buy it for. It's something you like. You don't buy that thinking, and listen, Leonard, if we was getting tailor-made based on what somebody else liked, we would have designed them different. We would have designed them based on, you would have designed it based on somebody said, oh, like that, I can't even comprehend that. I can't comprehend getting a suit made for other people. In that world, people, when they seen you in it that knew that, they didn't care nothing about the clothes. They respected your creativity, your design, not what you got on. That was the difference between tailor-made. When you get around other people got tailor-made, we're not tripping on the clothes. We tripping on your mind, how you design, right? Right? We tripping on your mind, how you designed it. We're impressed with your design. We're not impressed with the clothes. We're impressed with, damn, you put that on there and you did that like that. Oh, damn. That's what it was, not the clothes. It was your mind, your design. How was you smart enough to design that like that? It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go get that same suit made. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go get that same suit made. Like nowadays, that's what it is. Oh, if I get that same suit made, I'm going to look good. No. You wasn't trying to look good for nobody. You trying to put on what you made, and that's that. You ain't trying to look good for nobody. That's why it faded out. That's why it faded. The main reason it faded out, because everybody wanted cookie cutter. Everybody wanted to stuff something on that everybody else would like. You know what I'm saying? So they start coming out with Jordache. So now you got to have on Jordache jeans. Jordache was the first ones. You can't just have no jeans on. When I was little, nobody cared what kind of jeans you had on. It wasn't about your jeans. It was like what you put on with it. How did you match your clothes? Your unique style. Then once they came out with Jordache, it wasn't about what you put on no more. It's about, oh, you got the new Jordache. You got the new Jordache jeans. That started with that shit. Just like Jordans. Like when I was buying Jordans, we weren't if we could give a damn about no Jordans. We just wanted the shoes to match our Bulls outfit. That's it. We weren't like, oh, I got no Jordans. That's that new weirdo stuff. Nobody was like, oh, I got Jordans. Nobody cared a damn about the Jordans. We was wearing the shoes that match the Bulls outfit, that match our clothes. We just matching. Now it's Jordans. $500 for a pair of Jordans. You can look at society and see what I'm talking about. Look what they did to Jordans. Some damn sneakers. And now people going to talk about you because you got on some Jordans. Think about that. That's why people buy them. People don't buy them because they like them. People buy them because people like them in them, because somebody else like them in them. That's why they buy Jordans. They don't buy Jordans for themselves. They buy Jordans for other people. I swear to God, that's why they buy them. So somebody else say, oh, you got on the Jordans? That's what they buy them for. For what people going to say about you when you got them on. When I bought my Jordans, I just bought them because they matched my Bulls outfit, and he played with the Bulls, and I wanted to have on the Bulls. I was on the Bulls. And I didn't wear it because I want everybody to say, oh, you got on the Bulls. No, I wore it because it's the Bulls for me. I didn't wear Bulls jogging suit for nobody. I wore that for me. I wanted to see me in the Bulls for me. Everything I did was for me. I never did nothing for nobody else like this generation now. I'm not buying no car for you to like it. And so people like me, we don't like people complimenting our stuff. I don't know if y'all know about that. I'm giving y'all some real game. I ain't like people complimenting my stuff on everything. I don't like you speaking on my stuff. I don't like you speaking on my jewelry. Nothing. I don't like that. Oh man, that's a nice ring, man. Hey, dude. You know what I'm saying? Get you some business. Like, why you all up in here? Why you know what I'm saying? I don't got this ring on for you. You understand jewelry? We wear jewelry for ourselves. That's why when you see, boom, you see you see that? That's this for me. This is not for you to say, oh, you got an uncle. No, that's not what I got it on for. I got it on because I'm into life. I got it on because I'm into as it is, Bub. So this is all for me. This is me. This is not for nobody. This is not for nobody. But now we live in a world where everybody's doing everything for other people. They're not doing nothing for themselves. You can't even get in a relationship. Ladies, you know I ain't lying. These dudes be getting with y'all for other dudes to see them with y'all. And then once that play out, that's why they dump the ladies and get with another one. And then that's why these men get with the woman and have her go with her whole booty out with her clothes on as tight as she can. Why? Why you think these men walk around with their women half naked? Because they not with her because they like her. They with her for people to look at him. He using her for him. For people to say, look, man, dude, look what he got. Look what he pulled. She like trash. It's all about what he pulled, who he having sex with. It ain't about love or nothing. It ain't about he like her or none of that. I know what I'm talking about. Just some people don't know. I know what I'm talking about. We don't get to be ourselves. Them days is over. You got to always do what somebody else wants you to do. When I first started growing dreadlocks, right? Nobody liked us. As soon as they got 2-3 years long, got strong, now everybody love you. So now when everybody started loving us, that's when all them dudes, when they got to grow dreads, that's between them and me. When I started growing my dreads, nobody liked us. When everybody started liking my dreads, then all the fake niggas went and grew them. That's a fact. That's why you had so many phony rosters. Because there was a difference between people it was different. It was a difference between people that did something because that's the way they live and people that follow. And he said you got to fit into society. So if society, all the men in society like men, he'll do it. He'll do it. He'll do it. Whatever society, he said you got to fit into society. That's what he said. So he just told you right there, he'll do anything as long as the populace do it, he'll do it. He'll do whatever. He'll get in where he fit in. Now, what kind of king is that? What kind of man is that? So if all the men put on booty shorts, he'll put them on. He just told you. He'll fit into society. If the whole society, all the men put on booty shorts, he'll put some on. He just told you. He'll put some on. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said he'll fit into society. That's what he said. He said he'll fit into society. You see, when we went vegan, we was going against society. Nobody wanted us to come to dinner. No women wanted to be with you. You didn't eat meat and all that. You had to make a decision. Do you want to take care of your health or you want to follow these people? And they high cancer rate and they high diabetes rate, right? Look at the people now. Look at the people now. Look when I went vegan in 78. And look now. Look when I started growing my dreads in 78. And look now. Think about it. Let it sink in. If your ass go to prison and you fit in, you ain't never gonna get out. You're gonna catch more cases. Yeah, I've been plant based 48 years. So this whole thing is based on what somebody else say about you. You see this guy, what's his name? Channel Pick. His whole that's all he do is watch me and speak on me and come around me. He don't got no kind of life on this internet. Trolling me like that, a grown ass man. How'd you a grown ass you was a grown ass man, get you a life like that. And you ain't even about that life like that. You ain't that, bro. You ain't that. Like, stop playing on the internet. You on the internet. In real life, you ain't about that. I tell you shut up one time, you'll shut up. You won't say nothing else. What are you playing? I know you ain't really manly like that because men, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We don't troll no other man like that. You'll never see me just follow somebody on social media like that and antagonize them and say crazy stuff. All the brothers that be following me, they stand up dudes. They just watching some shit. They just watching some because they think it's interesting. They ain't no girl. They not girly like that. They not girly. They like the conversation. They don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Who you don't do that? I got a lot of people. I be watching. I don't be trolling all these people who I be watching on YouTube. I watch a lot of people. I watch Poetic Flacco. I watch a lot of people. I don't be trolling them like that and saying weirdo as a grown ass man typing weirdo stuff like that. That's obsession. That's mental disorder. That's called you ain't got a life syndrome. Like you gotta get a life. You gotta go find something to do. If your life's a stupid that low, come on, man. And so everybody follows. So I know a lot of brothers that don't follow, and they just got to be up to themselves. What's up, Loopy? I'm gonna have to call you in a couple of days, get an update, right? So a lot of times we don't get to be ourselves. You don't get to make your own style, wear your hair the way you want to wear it, live how you want to live. A lot of times we don't get to do that. We so busy trying to get somebody to speak on us, to impress people. That's why all the relationships is failing because they all impressionable relationships. They're not made straight from love. You know what I'm saying? It's impression. That's what the worst mistake a man make is when he get with a woman and in the back of his mind, he getting with her because everybody gonna say how fine she is. He not even aware why he doing it. He doing it because she make him look good. Like a lot of brothers, they have self-hate for being black, right? So they have self-hate. So they always want a light-skinned woman. They think a light-skinned woman look better. They won't straight out say that, but they be saying the whole time and not really knowing that they pushing their own self-hate of their race. So they'll be pushing these light-skinned women, light skin. Like that's beautiful. Like that's the more beautiful because the skin is light. They don't even know it's self-hate. And then when they get with that, because they look up to the light skin, now they think when they got that on their arm, they thinking everybody like them. So they thinking everybody thinking he doing something because he got a high yellow chick. In real life, he ain't doing nothing. That's why when you notice that more black men is chasing light skinned women, you notice the divorce rate through the roof and the breakups is like that. Because they're not really with them for love or nothing like that. They with them for aesthetics, for what she make him look like, what he thinks that make him look like. All type of skin, we have all type of skin problems. Oh, white G53. We have all type of racial problems. Like that's a whole nother story. We have all type of skin, especially when you come up north or out west. They still pretty cool down. They ain't got them yet in like New Orleans down there, Alabama, Mississippi. They ain't got them yet. They trying to get them though. You know what I'm saying? They got people going and popping a balloon. See, just the most degrading. It's at the most degrading part of society ever, where who would even create something that degrading, right? To where you come and they can pop a balloon, let somebody know they don't like you. And like embarrassing each other. You know what I'm saying? It's the craziest thing ever. They like pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is the person they want is the person that's gonna make them look good, make them not necessarily because they like them. Not people are not dating because they like the person no more. They're dating on who makes them look good. That's it. And that's why relationships is flopping left and right. They never ain't going nowhere. Because they got the concept of what the person look like. So they're not dealing with how they act. They're not dealing with the person's personality or nothing. They coming into the game based on looks, right off the top. And what people say about you, what they say about your car, what they say about this and that. So I've always been uncomfortable because I never matched the people I would be around. You know what I'm saying? They never matched. They never matched the people. I didn't ever match the people I've been around. It just was no match. The men are the men are mm, I guess low self esteem or whatever. You know, men now they want to go shopping. They want a man to go shopping with them. They want you, man. A lot of men now they buy, man. Let's get these coats right here. You buy the brown one. I'm gonna buy the black one. I'm telling you what I know. I'll be outside. That's how men be shopping now. They want to wear the same thing, just different colors. They want to get their jewelry. They want to get their jewelry similar. Everything is weird. And then you go to that where everybody go to hangout party. It's like the men all standing together over here. It's the weirdest thing ever. So the men is all standing over here. They got bottles and stuff. Then the women, it's like dancing around like prostitutes, kind of like. But all the dudes is just around dudes. It ain't no dude and his woman, dude and his woman. No, they don't party like that. They party a whole bunch of dudes. It be just a bunch of dudes. That's why the parties be so violent and nobody want to go. Because it be a bunch of dudes trying to impress each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the girls making money. You know why the strippers used to make so much money? It's slowing down now. Because the dudes is competing on who could throw the most money. It's not about the stripper. It's about outdoing the other dude. Oh, he throw 500. I'm gonna throw 1,000. On a typical date, I would be annoyed. No, because I wouldn't go on a date. I wouldn't go on a typical date. I'm not going out with a woman unless I know her type and all that. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I wouldn't be frustrated because I'm not doing that. I'm a vet her ass. I'm not just taking you to no dinner. We can go to the park or something. I'm not taking her on no official. The first time we go out, I'm not taking her to no restaurant, not like that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I gotta get to know you before I start spending money on you. I'm not spending no money on you. I don't know you. I'm not taking you nowhere spending no money. The way I vet them is we hang out. You know what I'm saying? We hang out. Like we ain't going nowhere specific. It's gonna be like let's hang out. So she ain't gotta put on a whole lot of fancy clothes or nothing. I'm not gonna make no plans or nothing. Then when I pick her up, I'm gonna be like, "What you want to do? You want to go over here? You want to go over there like that? Let's go get something to snack on like that." I'm not doing nothing planned until I get to meet you. I got to get to talk to you. I got to get to meet you. I got to get to talk to you because for me, restaurants and stuff is too stiff. I still don't know her. I can't. You can't get to know no the way they be showing you go on dates. It's a whole nother subject, but I'll get into it. The way that they teach you to go on dates, you ain't gonna get to know her at under those circumstances. Those circumstances too stiff. It's gonna take y'all too long to get to know each other. It's gonna take too long. It's too stiff. And if you take her somewhere and it's really nice and it's really that, she gonna act a certain way. You might like her, you might start dating her, you might marry her, and 5 years later you're gonna finally meet the real her. You never gonna meet the real her because you overwhelmed her. She started acting a certain type of way. She kept acting that way. You really thought she was that way. You fall in love or she get pregnant, and then time that start to wear off. Now you get to see the real her. Well, you hid the real her by doing all this extra shit. Think about your first date with your wife, how she acted on the first date and how she acted once she was your wife. That's two different women. She ain't never, once she get to know you and y'all live together like that, she'll never act like that lady on that date ever again. That lady gone. That date lady was not real. That wasn't even a real person. That wasn't even a real person. Unless I'm crazy. The only way you could really know a person is you gotta hang out with them at their house or their apartment. That's the only way. You gotta hang out at the house, at the apartment, at home, at one of y'all home. You go hang out at her place or she come hang out. That's the only way you gonna know that person. Period. You never gonna know them outside. You have to be somewhere where one of y'all live to know them. That's a fact. You ain't knowing nobody on the date. So you done wasted all these dates. You still don't know them. You still ain't gonna know them until y'all hang out at either a hub house or apartment or your house or your apartment. That's the only time you gonna know them. When y'all doing regular, when y'all be regular, all that stiff dressing up date, that's fake. Even if you're doing a date, take them to the park or walk around stuff like that, you still ain't gonna know her. You never gonna know each other until you hang out at home, either her home or yours. Cause at her home, she gonna unwind. She gonna be herself in the house, no matter what. At your home, you gonna be yourself, no matter what. You're not gonna be stiff at home. You gonna relax. I ain't say move in. I said just hang out. I ain't say nothing about moving in. There's no timeline for that. Before moving, you mean moving, living together, whatever. That's you know. I'm just talking about eventually getting to know somebody. You cannot know them in the streets. You'll never get to know nobody at a restaurant. You'll never get to know nobody. You can only know somebody at home, at either their home or your home. That's the only way you will know them. That's the only way. Dates are stiff. Stiffen up before they go on a date. Dates are stiff. You don't know who the hell that is. They don't know you either. That's for the young brothers who's watching. I'm just telling you. Stop trying to have sex and just go hang out so you can know who this is. Because a date is a waste. I mean, it's something that we did because tradition told us to do it, but for somebody that did it a lot, shit, you still don't get nowhere for, you still don't know them. It'd be a long, you still don't know them. And you could think you like them after so many dates, but then when you start really hanging out with them, you found you don't like them. You could have found that out earlier if you'd have just hung out. But what we talking about is people want you to meet their expectations. So when they get with you, they have expectations. They want you to meet their expectations. A lot of times, if if you're hanging out and it's not balanced, You'll be so busy trying to meet their expectations, you don't know if they have any of your expectations. You don't even get the chance to find out because you end up jumping through the loop the most. And this is where a lot of men make a mistake. You end up being the one doing all the loop jumping, and she don't do none. So that's how you end up with her pregnant and then don't liking your baby mama because she never jumped through no loops. You was the one always jumping through the loops. And then when she showed her real self, she didn't have to show her real self. You didn't require her to show you who she really is. You don't know who she is. And some women too. You didn't make him show you who he was. So now you with him, fake dating, fake dating, fake dating. You like him, start having sex with him. Next thing you know, he beating you up. You can kind of kick it, but the only way that you really gonna know is have somebody at their house. If you take a girl to a bowling alley and you hang out and the vibes is cool, eventually y'all gonna end up at either her house or your house. You ain't gonna always be going to no hotel or nothing like that. So eventually, no matter what, you're going to end up at her place or at your place. And nothing starts until then. Nothing. Think back on your relationship. Like in my relationship, nothing really started until we started hanging out at the crib. That other stuff was, you don't know you don't know who they are, nothing. Not really. It's stiff. It's stiff. Nobody's really relaxed. So in this society, we develop to impress and please other people. That's the whole society is based on. That's why they sell you the perfume. That's why they send you the cologne. That's why they want you to, you know, do certain things to make yourself attractive, to be impressive, all that. And all that hides the real stuff. That's why divorce rate is through the roof. That's why so many people single. That's why they ain't having no children. This new weirdo group, the little young weirdo group, they ain't even having no babies. These dudes ain't got no babies or nothing. Young dudes, dude, 30-something years old, 40 years old, no children, they ain't got no children. So what the hell you been doing? They ain't ruined these people's life with these fake expectations. And so now when they got these expectations become economical, right? Okay, now that's a Babylon way of eliminating how many men? How many men ain't really qualified to get into relationships because of their economics? Just let that sink in. Because the only one that can have a girlfriend with no money is a high schooler. But once your ass grown and you ain't got certain your economical situation together, you basically cursed to be single. Am I lying? The women is taught not to talk to you at all. You got low self-esteem because you're told you ain't on nothing. You ain't got no money. So millions and millions of men is at home watching porn. A woman been talking to you, it's been so long. Yeah, if she flirting with you, she like you. Get up on them. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So they get together. So now they teach you, this is what you do today. This is how you dress today. Then you become a couple. They be like, the house got to look like this. This how the grass got to look. This how the house got to look. This how y'all got to look. You got. It's a whole like crazy. And then people can say what they want to say, but I'm 68. So you probably say, how I know I'm talking about? Imagine me from my 20s watching people doing that and seeing them now in their 60s, late 60s and 70s and 80s, and how none of that shit benefited them. None of that stuff they telling you to do ain't gonna mean nothing. Next thing you know, they 70 years old, 65 years old. All that was bullshit. Everything they taught them was trash. I'm telling you. I know people that got out there and hustled, got out there and worked hard, bought a nice house, married, bought property. Ain't nobody to take care of that property when they pass away. When they pass away, that property is just nothing. Because they got the property, but they ain't got nobody to take it. They ain't got nobody to get that shit to. They ain't got nobody that can maintain it or nothing. I'm telling you. They got nobody to get their inheritance. They don't tell you that part. They tell you inheritance. They don't tell you about having inheritance people to inherit it. So you never work on the people that's supposed to inherit it. You just getting stuff. You ain't realizing you ain't put nobody together to take it. I know a whole bunch of people, none of their kids is worth nothing that they will be able to take care of, nothing they got. Everything they got, they might as well sell it now. Everything they got, they might as well sell it now. I got one friend, he got some property worth like $10 million. He won't sell it. And I'm thinking, you're gonna pass away, the government or the state gonna take it. Your kids ain't gonna do nothing with it. They're gonna lose it. You know they're gonna lose it. What is you doing? I know men and they did and women too, and they did they let the system tell them how to manicure themselves and everything. And then they be like 68, 70, 75, and they still doing that shit. They still doing that same manicure that was false. So now she an 80-year-old lady. She trying to get her nails done. She trying to do all this stuff. She look crazy as hell. She's still trying to wear earrings. Got down loops in her ear this big where the earrings been pulling so many years. She look crazy. She's still trying to keep that Babylon look. But you 80. You look crazy. Because they brainwashed you. This how you look. And now you look totally unnatural. You look sick. And everything. You were so busy taking care of the aesthetics. You so busy looking phony on the outside that your kidneys gone, your liver gone, your heart ain't no good. Because you just doing the outside, the outside, the outside. Y'all live y'all all life fixing up the outside, inside rotten. Pass away early because the insides ain't no good. Because you trying to do all this stuff on the outside. All these fake aesthetics that ain't even real. They don't ever tell that part. Why divorce is so high. Divorce is high because the marriages is fake because you living in a fake ass where you fake. How you gonna keep a marriage? It's not real, it's all fake. How long could you fake? How long could you fake it? I know women, they be in their late 50s, early 60s before they get that shit up and just be regular again. They be regular again, but they be in their late 50s, early 60s. In their late 50s, some of them still fighting, still trying to do that, still trying to do that stuff they were doing at 25, 30. Females is female. Ain't no finer and unfiner. Oh, the internet is making it worse. Yeah, it's making it way worse. Because the internet's like a fake world. It's not real. And the only thing can last is real. And the fake can't last. And when you faking the way you look, when you faking the way you live, you end up faking eating fake food. Then you get sick because your food is fake too. Your food is costume food too. The food doing the same thing you doing. That ain't real food. It's a whole process that's really, really messed up. And then if you don't get in that process, then you be like an outcast. It's like all these years I've been growing, I've been, getting older. I ain't been able to hang with men like that. I ain't been able to hang with men like that because they fucking weirdos. I ain't been able to deal with them. It's too much mental problems. They've been too busy trying to do what Babylon told them to do, and they try to live like a Babylonian, which is anti-building. You can't build like that. The way you live, the way you function, you can't survive. It's not survival. You cannot build no clan. You cannot build no tribe. In this society, you can't tribe up. You can't. That's why Black Americans can't get nowhere. Like you can't build like this. It's impossible. It's impossible to build like the way the society is. It's impossible. Seriously. They got you first, they got you work, they try to overcharge you. Then you gotta work too long for success. So success is 65. I make that make some sense. Mom's got to get 65, and then they say, okay, now you can go be free. You don't get to live free. You get 2 weeks. You could go on a vacation, which is if people understood what a vacation was, they'd be mad as hell. Vacation is the biggest nonsense ever. It's like slavery, basically. That's what vacation is slavery. I didn't learn that till I lived in Hawaii, and I watched you come on vacation, and I watched you leave miserable, and I was kicked up eating mangoes for free. You know what I'm saying? Live my best life. Bye. Go back to work. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Take your ass back to work, and after you work a year, you'll get another 2 weeks off. You might be able to go somewhere. It was sad. I wouldn't trade the move I made for nothing y'all got. Ain't no way. Y'all can keep that junk. I've been free a long time. Hey, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I had to deal with women and they in the hustle and the bustle, and it'd be unaliving them the way they got them, how long they got to go to work, and all that. They be having breast problems. They be having problems with their stomach. The women be having problems because it's not a natural lifestyle, so they be getting sick. The men don't know why they women sick, but your woman sick because she's living an unnatural lifestyle. It's not a lifestyle suitable to health. It's an unhealthy lifestyle. So imagine everything you're doing is unhealthy and you can't retire till 65, but everything is unhealthy. So you ain't going to even make it to past 55 because the whole thing is toxic. Probably a good 70% of the jobs are toxic, like real toxic material. Probably about 70%, might even be higher. But I guarantee you 70% of the jobs that people working is toxic. I guarantee you. It's all about what people say about you. And I, this what I'm telling y'all now is a fact. This ain't like no 20-year-old telling you. I'm 68 and I'm around a bunch of people in their late 50s, 60s, and 70s. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. They got nothing but that junk they bought. And they've been doing the playing the Babylon game so long, they kind of keep playing it and you can pick up their frustration. They frustrated. But it's too late what they can do about it. They got a mortgage, they got a car note, they got grandkids, they got kids, they stuck. Their whole life. And they be sick. Because they ain't got no time to think about taking care of themselves. You don't we live in a world where you don't take care of yourself. It's not about taking care of yourself. It's about looking how you're supposed to look to impress people. It ain't about no taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about taking care of yourself. It ain't about that. The quicker you pass away, the less retirement they gotta pay you. They get to keep all that money. You ain't getting that money. You ain't getting that retirement money. You ain't getting that pension. You'll never get that. You already know. I know, Leonard. That's how they get down. Every day from when you. I would have been doing that all these years. I can't even imagine. I'm 68. I cannot imagine doing all that. All that. I can't. I can't see it. I got out the system in like 80, like 1980. I got out. I could not imagine being in that system till now, like just retired like 3 years ago. Oh man, for some money, hell no. I'd rather not. I'd rather just be living day to day than to do that. All that time for some money, and then by the time I'm free to really be free with it, I'm 65. I, boy, if that ain't the biggest slavery, what is? Just the whole concept don't make no sense. The whole concept of having a big house but being at work all day and sleeping 8 hours is the stupidest shit ever. You gotta be at work all day, 8 hours, 2 hours back and forth. If you work from home, you at home, but you ain't at home because you got to sit there. Cool. Then you got to do it so many days a week. You can't just say, no, I don't want to do it. When you work for yourself, you can be like, no, I ain't doing it today. Well, instead of you getting $3,000, you only gonna get 1,500. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the 1,500. I can't get fired. I work for myself. I'll make less money. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But when you work for them, you can't be cool with it. You can't quit. You got no other way to pay your bills. You got no sense of freedom. That's why when you're young and you making money, you need to figure out a way to make your own money. That's the first step. A, not figuring out retirement. How can I make me some money myself so I ain't got to keep coming in here? And you're supposed to take that money from that job and you're supposed to figure out a way to create your own job where you your boss and you making your money so you can live your life and be free without somebody telling you what to do, when you got to come, when you got to leave, when you got to come, when you got to leave. And if you don't do what they do and they get mad, they can still get rid of you. And now what? I'm telling you the real. Like the war, that's what I'm talking about. That's what the war is really about. You know that, right? Right. Your job can't get passed down and they can't pay you forever. And guess what else? They keep changing everything to make sure you don't go nowhere. Change the currency, change the way the electric, change the phones, change the internet, change it, change it. That knocks a whole lot of money right out right there. There's a whole lot of money I can't get today because they changed everything. That money gone. You can't get that money. You can't get that money because they changed the whole thing. It reminds me when they first started pushing credit cards. Credit cards. Brothers was losing money. They was selling incense. Nobody had no cash. When they go to a cash society, hustling gonna be over. You ain't gonna be able to hustle because everything you do, the government gonna see it. You used to could hustle, and they don't see that money. When they go cash society, they can look and say, "What is this money here? What is this money here?" See what I'm saying? So you can't even hide no money. You can hide cash. You can make cash, and nobody know they gave you no cash. But these sucker young people now, they going digital like done tomorrow. Crypto. And crypto named after a crypt, and crypt means death. Why would you want crypt? Why would you want crypt anything? Crypto, that means the death of the economy. It's the crypt, tales from the crypto. Duh, it's named crypt. A crypt is where you bury. Come on. They named it right in front of you, and people going for it. I've seen all these money gurus talking about the future is crypto. You got to go into crypto. I said, boy, mm-mm. They be trying to debate me because they don't think I know everything about crypto. I be winning. I need to start making them put their money up because they be thinking, oh, he gray, hey, oh him. And maybe I could really flim flam the hell out of them. Put your money up, shorty. And then they find out, oh, I know everything about crypto. I know including the fact they can lock you out your account and that's gone. If you don't remember all those numbers, or if they change one and you think you remember it, how could you prove? How could you prove that you putting the right number in there? You can't. You're like, these my numbers here. I'm putting them in there to get to my crypto. They're like, why it don't open? Oh well, well, we can't help you. The whole time they changed the number and took your stuff, took your coins. That shit gone. It's digital. Why would you put your money with? You could lose it with a button. Who want their money where you can push buttons? Like if I got cash, you can't push no buttons and take my cash. But you can push buttons and clean out my bank account because that's digital. Ain't no real money in there. If you think I'm lying, go to the bank and take out $30,000. You got to fill out a form. You know you got to fill out a form to get your money out the bank if it's a lot of money. It could take up to a week. I hope you know you can't go get your money out the bank today. I hope y'all know that. They do not have your money. You got to fill out a form. They got to order that money. Did y'all know that? Put your money, don't put your money in crypto. Put your money cash in a safety deposit box where you just turn the key. They ain't got to go get shit. Sometimes 3 business days. You see G-Rod say up to 30 days, depending on how much you're trying to get. It depends on what you're trying to get. If you're trying to get some big money, yeah, it could take a month to get your own money. The point I'm trying to make is you got to do what you got to do in this society. But watch trying to tone down doing it for everybody else. Try to eliminate as much as you can from doing things for other people, for how they look at you. Try to eliminate that as much as possible. You might not be able to get rid of it a lot, but the only way you're going to live a comfortable life is being happy with yourself and not trying to change yourself to please somebody. Especially in you young people, y'all new relationship, y'all going to have to stop doing that in y'all relationship. They're going to flop. Y'all going to have to start taking each other as is and stop making each other jump through these fake loops to be in relationships. Because it still ain't going to work. It's still a relationship going to flop. All this fake impressing. Stop trying to listen, ladies. You don't want no dude that impress you. You want somebody that's gonna love you and stay with you. That's what you want. You don't want him because he's impressive. Because if he's impressive, he'll impress you and run through you and go impress another one and run through her and go impress another and run through her. So what do that mean that he's impressive? A lot of times when they're impressive, they use to be impressive to be bouncing around. So that's why he's so impressive. Because he ain't gonna settle down. He gonna be impressive to her, impressive to him, her, impressive, and maybe impressive to him. Yeah, he might be impressive to a dude too somewhere. So it's like, you know what I mean? Ladies, I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Tone that down and be more regular and try to build like regular relationships, not based off of impressing. And then when y'all get in a couple, stop trying to impress people and put your damn money up. Stop trying to impress people because them same people you trying to impress when you ain't got no money, they ain't gonna loan you nothing. Save your dang on money. Stop trying to prove something to people. Stop trying to show them you got this. What kind of purse? You done went and bought that expensive ass purse to show them you got a Birkin bag. And then once you carry it once, guess what it's worth now? Nothing. And you can't get your money back. Trying to impress people. Worried about what people saying about you. Keep yourself out of any situation where you hearing gossip. If you your life and you got relatives or friends, whatever, and they always telling you gossip, they always telling you what somebody's saying about you, you got to cut them off. Because if you don't hear it, that means ain't nobody saying nothing about you. Like me, ain't nobody on the internet saying nothing bad about me. You know why? Because I don't watch it. So it never happened. There could be 1,000 videos talk about me like a dog. How would I know? I ain't going to click on them. So in my world, ain't nobody saying nothing about me. So keep your mind free. You can't have your mind caught up in what somebody's saying about you. You got to survive out. You got to take care of your health. You got to save your finances. That's what you got to do. All that trying to impress people, them same people ain't going to give you $20 if you go broke trying to impress them. You trying to impress somebody. Why would you go and buy that expensive ass damn car just to go to here, then there, to there, to there? And you went and spent all that money just to drive from A to B? That's the dumbest shit ever. I was just arguing with the guys about that. Bro, I'm not spending no hundreds of thousands of dollars to drive from there to there. They try to tell me all type of reasons why these expensive cars. But yeah, but you got to enjoy your life. I said, bro, listen, shut up talking to me. Shut up talking to me. Because they younger. They're like in their 40s. They don't understand they're in their 40s. But my guys is in their 70s and they dying with all that junk. That junk, they can't get rid of it now if they want to. They don't know. I've been around people that did that and it failed. It's a fail. You're going to fail. It's a failure. They the younger, they won't listen to me. I'm telling them. I'm around the OGs. They gonna be OGs. They not listening. All of them now would tell them the same thing I'm telling. I told you I got a friend. He got some property worth $10 million. He going on his 9th cancer surgery. So what is the property worth? Nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell him, G-Rod. He got property worth $10 million, 8 cancer surgeries, got to go for a knife. What is that worth? What is it worth, G-Rod? It ain't worth nothing. I've been trying to wait till when I'm going to call them and tell them, fool, sell that shit. Your kids going to lose it. They ain't qualified to keep it. The state going to get it back. It ain't worth nothing. This is what I'm trying to teach these people. All that junk you trying to get, man, you better go enjoy your life because ain't nobody going to take care of that junk. If you think I'm lying, you just go look. There's very few families that have a family member that can take care of the wealth. Most of them don't. All you got to do is look at Hollywood. How many Hollywood people had Hollywood sons worth a damn or Hollywood daughters? None of their kids be worth a damn. I know y'all see that. These people going to make millions and millions of dollars. None of their kids is worth a damn. Magic Johnson said none of his children can run his empire. Magic Johnson said none of his children can run his empire. Magic said that. Michael Jordan had to give his kids their money now because he know they ain't shit. Only one boy he left the most money that might do something. But the people that can take your what you build and do something with it is going to be very few, very few. And most family, it's going to be nobody. It's going to be all that stuff you getting and most family, there's not going to be nobody that's going to do nothing with what you got. They're going to all jag it off as soon as they get it. It's going to be like it never happened. And you do all that damn working for that stuff. If you got a lot of money and stuff you built up and you working, man, quit working and go spend that money. The hell you can work it? You're going to work till you pass away? What is you doing? You just saving money for nothing. They unalive themselves and their family. You see dude's son shot the mother and the daughter. The Hollywood dude, what was that, 3 months ago? and he was on substance abuse. They got mad substance abuse in Hollywood and the millionaires and billionaires. Nobody gonna do nothing. I'm just telling you. It's been proven over and over again. Nobody's gonna do nothing. It's just gonna be gone. Once you're gone, it's gonna be gone. Yeah, Rob Reiner. It's gonna be just gone, I'm telling you. And you sitting there chasing money, 30, 40, 50. You never just quit and went sailing and went lived on the beach. You never went and enjoyed the money. Your dumb ass gonna work and just talk about how much money you got just sitting there and you won't go be free. And me, I've been free with no money. That don't even make no sense. I've been free with no money. And you ain't free with money. That's backwards. I had somebody ask me, would I do everything over to have a whole lot of money now? I'm like, hell no. Is you crazy? You done lost your mind. You can get money anytime. That problem ain't getting money. The problem is keeping it, and the problem is passing it down. That's the problem. The problem ain't getting it. The problem is what to do with it once you get it. Nothing. Nobody gonna tell you that. What you gonna do with it? Nothing. Most of them that get a lot of money, they won't give nobody else none. They rather die with it and let it go back to the system before they give you a quarter. Am I lying? One of your friends could have $5 million, 2 or 3 houses, lots of cars. You would think they'll call you and be like, man, listen, I got $5 million, I got a car. Here, man, here's a $500,000, man. Go. Well, I don't care what you do. No. They rather pass away. Nobody knows it's in the safety deposit boxes. The safety deposit boxes don't get paid. You know how much millions and millions of dollars these banks go in these safety deposit boxes where the people pass away and there's nobody to go get the stuff. They ain't gave nobody a key. They ain't signed nobody else on the box, or the kids don't even care. And it go right back to the ones that do care. That's why the rich get richer, because them the ones stay focused and the rest don't. And you just spend your whole life like a gerbil trying to get some money until you pass away. Buying a whole bunch of junk, too. It'd be a whole bunch of junk. That would it be. I remember I threw a whole bunch of I just threw them clothes away. I had too many. I said, man, I ain't wearing it. It's too much. A whole bunch of clothes. I got friends, man, you should see all them alligator shoes and all them minks they got. And guess what? It's all junk. It ain't worth nothing. It's worth absolutely nothing because you still only can wear one pair of shoes a day. You can only wear one pair of shoes at a time. You still can't put no 20 pair of shoes on. So what is all of them? What you gonna do with all of them? Do you know how much money you lose when you got money? You know how much money eats up? Because what a lot of people don't understand is it's an expense called storage. And when you got a lot of junk, you got to store it. So you got to either have a big house, but you still store it. You paying to store it because it's taking up room, and it's not living space; it's storage space. So you got dudes right now bragging because they got these big walk-in closet full of sneakers, like Fat Joe. And guess where them sneakers gonna go? Nowhere. Somebody else gonna get all the money. He's saving them till he pass away. Does that make sense? He be licking the bottom of them. He got all them sneakers. What he saving them for? He don't even know. He just saving them. He don't even get it yet. Like, bro, you saving all them sneakers for what? Like, what? For somebody else to cash them in? Sell them now. What are you doing? Even if you want to help your family, cash in and give them the cash because they might not cash in. So make it easy for your family. Cash in and here's your money now. All right? Don't wait till you pass away. Now, what if they don't cash in? Somebody else going to take all your shit. This is real hustle. It's real money I'm talking. No matter what you got, somebody got to cash it in, right? Are your children and grandchildren qualified to cash it in? A lot of times, no. Do they know where everything is at? A lot of times, no. It's hard to get the rest of your family and them to be on point on what's going on. A lot of times, you're the only one know what's going on with the finance in the whole family. Nobody got the security codes, nothing. Yeah, Trick Daddy showed they dry rotted. But just think of that. Nobody don't know how to get to your stuff, nothing. I'm talking real talk. And I mean, nobody's got access to what you're going to pass down. And then nobody's going to do nothing with it. Listen, if you got millions of dollars, if I got $100 million, I got some children. Michael Jordan's smart. Michael Jordan gave his children the money now where he's still here and can help them manage the money. Mike is the smartest ever. Mike just recently gave all his children their inheritance, which means now he can help them make the best investments rather than wait till he passes away and give them the money and they mess it up. So now he can make sure they don't mess it up. It's genius. Mike's smart. Mike's smart, man. Mike gave them their money the other day, gave them all their money. Man, when it comes to business, Mike is the smartest, man. Mike is smart, man. I said, that's so smart. So now they got the money and daddy's still here. So daddy could be like, no, don't do that. Do this, do this, do that, do that. To make sure, he can make sure they don't mess it up. That's genius. So he could be like, no, this is what you do. Take $2 million and put it back into Jordans. Buy this many stocks into your own business. Do this, do that, do that. And then do our grandbabies the same way. When they get a certain age, give them the money, show them how to put it back in, manage it. Genius. But stop trying to live your life impressing everybody else until you pass away. Go live your own life. Stop trying to live for everybody else. Go live your life. Go do what you want to do. Figure out how you can make some money doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Go live your life. Go enjoy your life. Some people, you know, man, I know people, man, because at my age, I know people been working their whole life. They can't wait till retirement. But they tell me all the time, retirement is a ripoff, though. They feel like they should be getting more when they retire. They happy to retire and get their pension, but they telling me they don't feel like it's enough. Y'all need to quit. Yeah. You don't need to. What you working for? Nothing. G-Rock, you working for nothing. I'm gonna tell you, you working for nothing. You ain't enjoying life. Just working, and just for no reason. No, for no reason. You want more and more and more. Okay, this is your life. You live so many years, right? Boom. Now you want more and more and more. Well, do you want to keep getting more until you're not here? That don't make no sense. Like, okay, so when it seems like you should get more and more and more and then stop the working to get more and then use it. Like, okay, I'm working, I got this much. Okay, I quit. And now I'm finna use this and I'm finna live the rest out. Why would I go this way and go out instead of quitting and go that way? Anywhere it go, you're gonna pass away. So if I got $100 million, why would I want to pass away with $100 million? I want to pass away with maybe 10 million. I'm finna the 90. I'm finna try to spend that. Like I don't know. I don't understand. I'm trying to tell the kids here, here, here. Now me and your mama, we finna spend this. We finna spend this. This finna get spent. I made it to spend it. I did not make it to pass away with it. That's like cooking dinner and then you don't eat it. You go put it in the freezer. I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to tell them. And money make money. So what you working for? I don't understand none of that. Ain't no way I'm getting up every day, go to work, and I got a whole bunch of money saved up. Enough money to invest and just let my money make money, and I'm going. I ain't going nobody goddamn job, but I don't go nobody job anyway. I ain't had a job since a job had me. I ain't going nobody job. I ain't going nobody job. I feel like a billionaire because I ain't going nobody job. I work for myself. I work for myself. I live according to my means, and that's it. I hustle and I save my money. That's it. Y'all don't even know these people. Y'all don't know. They spending their money like crazy. Regular jobs, G-Rock. Regular jobs. And fast to come in and go out. Then something happen, they be broke. They gotta go live with a friend and all that. If I want 50 million, would I work? That's the dumbest shit ever. Because money make money. So why would I go make money when money make money? Yeah, I would know. I got enough money to pay workers to go to a company and work. The people that own these companies, they don't work. They hire workers. Workers get hired. Why would I go to work? And I got $50 million. That's you know why they ask that question, G-Ra? It's because they're insulting people. The filthy rich at the top. Every time they see that, they laugh. It's like they looking at you stupid. If they'll crack up. The filthy rich. And you say if you got, and they ask you if you got $50 million you work, and you would sit there and try to figure it out. The filthy rich will laugh at you. I mean, look at this dumbass. You know how dumb you got to be to say you're gonna go to work. You got $50 million when $2 million could go to work by itself. Just 2 million of that could go work. A million. It's people that invest 100,000 and made 50 million from $100,000 investment. If I won $50 million and I was 20 years old, no, I wouldn't go to work. I didn't have no $1 million and I didn't go to damn work. I work for myself. I work for myself maybe. But if you get $50 million and you got any type of sense at all, It ain't no way you can't live $1 million less than for $1 million a year. It don't cost you to have no good life. You can have a really good life for $500,000 a year. So these people just don't know no math. You could live a really nice life for $500,000 a year. It do not cost. It does not cost $1 million a year to live a good life. There's no mortgage in the world and bills in the world gonna cost you no $1 million. If it costs $1 million to live, all these people in Chicago be homeless. Nobody's making $1 million a year. People living good off 170,000 a year. So $1 million. If you got a job, you're getting 170,000, 190,000, right? 200,000. If you're getting 200,000 a year, you living good. $1 million a year, $50 million. $1 million a year is easily 100 years. Easy. $50 million, that's 100 years. You could live 100 years with that comfortably. And the money that's sitting in the bank gonna be making the money sitting in the bank. How much interest is that? Or in a trust. You put that money in a trust and buy insurance company, put in a trust. That's another $1 million in it. Come on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When they ask you that, they just be laughing. You know what I'm saying? They got these people brainwashed. I'm trying to tell them. They got these people brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? They just got the people brainwashed. That's got their priorities messed up. The worst thing you can do in your world is care what somebody say about you. Do what you want to do to make yourself feel good, and that's all that matters. Do not live your life based on other people, what they going to say. At the bottom line, don't worry about what nobody's saying. Worry about what you want, what you doing. Don't worry about what nobody else think about your car. That's the problem. Because if you got a little raggedy car that run well, the only people gonna say something about your car is real close friends and family. When you drive that little raggedy car and go to the store and get out, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to that damn car. The only haters in your life is gonna be your family and friends. Strangers don't give a damn about your car. That's a fact. They not gonna look twice at that car. They don't care. Nobody cares. The only people care is some weirdos. I'm telling you. Nobody cares. Nobody. Nobody cares what kind of clothes you got on or none of that. That's all phony. Sometimes I got to run to the store in a hurry because I got something to do. I'll just throw on anything. I'll be Mitch Mac, Patty Whack, give a dog a bone. Nobody pays no attention, man. Nobody don't be caring what I got on when I go outside like that. Nobody don't care if I'm dressed up or dressed down. Nobody don't care. And I mean nobody. And in most cases, the only time somebody paying your attention is if they want to rob you. Nobody pays attention to you poor. They only gonna pay attention if you rich. But nobody's looking at you or paying you no attention. That's all false. People is doing that for friends and family members. That's what your whole life you're trying to impress the family and the neighbors and the friends. The hell with them people, man. Stop trying to impress them. Stop trying to impress them people. On my soul. You ain't, listen, and then I'm going to let this go. Hustlers, real hustlers, don't try to impress nobody. You ain't trying to impress nobody. The way we get out the streets and get off the block is by not impressing. You get your Dickies, your T-shirts, your tennis shoes, and you go, you flip, and you fill up the shoebox. You don't dress up. You fill up the shoebox. You fill up the shoebox. 50,000, another shoebox. 100,000, another shoebox. You don't dress up. You don't dress up. That's not how we get money. That's not how we don't get money dressing up. We get money not spending shit. We get money not caring what you think. Just give us the bread. Real hustle, I'm telling you. We get money. We get money. If you poor or you middle class, you get money by sitting down. Money is a magnet, and money grows. And if you sit your ass down and stack, that money will stack slow. And then that money will get to a point it'll start stacking faster and faster because you sit your ass down. But when you go out trying to impress everybody, you go broke. That money start reversing, going the other way. Bad fortune start coming your way. Bad things start happening. Deals start messing up. Businesses start going bad. And you go, boom, flat pull broke. Trying to impress people. The most comfortable life you can have is not being seen. Y'all don't have to listen to me. I'm giving y'all super game right now. You get a job, you will move around the neighborhood and get a nice house. Don't buy the nicest house. Buy a house that the other neighbors ain't going to pay no attention to. Do not buy the nicest house. Do not buy the best car. Buy a car that the neighbors ain't going to pay no attention to. I'm showing you how to get money. You better listen. You don't want no attention on you when you're trying to get money. Attention does not bring money unless you're a performer. Attention don't bring money. What brings money is money in and money out. What's the measure of money in? Accounts receivable, accounts payable. That's money. I don't know if nobody told you. If the accounts receivable and accounts payable is not the same, no, you're not getting nowhere. I don't care if you make $1 million. If you're making $1 million, but you're spending $1,010,000, you're gonna be broke. The key to money is so much in, a little bit out. So much more in, a little bit out. Not so much in, go buy all this bullshit. You're supposed to buy a not an expensive car. Do not buy no expensive car. So this is what we try to teach on the streets and teach the shorties. You got to make your mind up. Do you want the money or do you want the things? You can't have both. You got to make your mind up. That's hustling. Do you want the money or do you want to be seen? Because being seen is anti-money, for sure. Nobody needs to know you're doing well. When you see people that want somebody to know, want somebody to see their car, want somebody to know they're doing well, these are suckers. They're not in it for the money. They in it for to be seen. As people that's in it for the money don't want nobody to see shit or think nothing. We don't care what you think. We definitely don't want you to think we're doing well. Young people, when you get money, you don't want nobody to think you're doing well. Get that through your head. You want to hide that. You don't want to show that. You better listen. You don't want nobody to know you're doing well. That's when the vampire, that's where the energy comes and pull it away. They can't hate on you if you don't show them nothing to hate. There can't be no negative energy towards you if you don't show nothing. Don't do that. Don't show no signs of success, I'm telling you. Because you're not showing success for you. That's what this is about. That's what I'm saying. You're showing success based on what other people gonna say. You don't want success. You want other people to say you're successful. Those are two different things. You don't want success. You want everybody to say you're successful. That's not the same thing. It's not. Success comes with secrecy. The men I know that's got filthy rich, if you drove up to their house, you wouldn't know it. You would not know it. There is no way you would drive in their neighborhood and know that he lived there. No way. They don't got nowhere close to the nicest house. They got the plainest houses there. Their houses is like camouflage. You is not going to look at it. You're not going to look at it. Their houses is camouflage. They dress camouflage. Everything is camouflage. They wear them watches look like a rubber. They don't wear them. They don't wear them gold watches. They don't wear that. They don't wear that. I be around millionaires and billionaires. I'm telling you what I know. They don't wear that. They don't wear that. They don't show no wealth. They say wealth is for the wealth. Wealth is for the bank account. Wealth is for, that's it. Wealth is nobody's business. That's what they told me. That's what the businessmen told me. That's what the gangsters told me. Say wealth is nobody's business. That's what they told me. Nobody should be able to look at you and see your money, period. Nobody should be looking at you and you done bought a better truck. This is what they told me. The dude was like, "What you buy another truck for? What was wrong with that one?" And what he said, "I don't buy another car until the one I got is no good. I just don't go just because I got money. I just got to buy a new car. Who the hell? What the hell was that?" That's what they tell me. They say you don't do that because when you do that, you're not trying to be wealthy. You're showing out. You're got some mental thing. You're not trying to get the money. You don't want money. You want prestige. You don't want money. That's why so many brothers went to prison. They said they want money. They start buying all that stuff, putting all that stuff on. The feds kicked their door in. They didn't want no money. Money is not to be shown off. You don't want no credit for no money. You don't want nobody to say you're doing well. Why? Something wrong with you. Now something's wrong with you. Yeah, they just wear regular clothes. They don't do all that. They don't do all that. They don't They all of their energy go in their investments. They don't do all of that. And you don't see them much. You don't see them much. And those women got the money and they call them family jewels. And they're like a backup investment. They pass it down to the granddaughters, the daughters, they split it up. This was my mama's necklace. And they all get so much, they split the jewelry up, pass it down. The kids put more jewelry with their little selection, pass like that. And then if they go into something super elegant with all the rich people, they'll put on, he'll put on the watch and the cufflinks if it's high end event, something really really special. But other than that, those is very rare. They're not pulling that stuff out the safe like that because a lot of them, the jewelry they got was their mothers and their grandmothers. It ain't even theirs. It's money. It's stuff that was passed down to them, and they add a couple pieces with it. Most of the white women that got jewelry, they got it as gifts from their husband. It's family jewels, and then their husband give it to them on like wedding anniversary days, Valentine. That's where they get their jewelry. It'd be a gift for their birthday. They just don't go out buying shit. It's a birthday gift. They don't they you know what I'm saying? I used to trip out when I used to hang with the whites and then I used to hang with the blacks. The black sisters was always at the mall. The black sisters getting money. They just spending. They was just buying cars and shit all the time. And then I go with the whites with the money. They weren't buying nothing. I said, what the hell? And the whites I was with the money had 30, 50 times more money than the blacks with the money. And the blacks with the money, just buying stuff all the time. And then the dudes was buying the stuff and impressed the girls, but never could keep the girls, get the girls pregnant. She take them for a whole bunch of child support. This fool paying $7,000 a month child support. Crazy. It's like going night and day. The whites is only interested in family inheritance and passing business down so everybody can live comfortably the rest of their life. They ain't into all that extra. When they buy a boat, it's because they really want a boat. They really want to go sit on a boat on the lake. They don't buy a boat just to buy a boat. They don't do that. They don't buy a boat just to have a boat. They buy a boat so in the summertime they can go chill on the lake. That's where they like to barbecue and cook out on the water. They don't buy it just for no show off that they got a boat. They don't do that. That's why they got generational wealth and we don't. Stop saying stuff about people and stop paying attention to what people say about you. Mind your business and live your life for yourself. All right? Stop worrying about what people say about you. You're just wasting time. And save your damn money. Stop trying to show out. If you got so much money, quit working and go spend it. What are you saving it for? Well, you gonna work till you just pass out and go to the morgue?